Hey Belmont Eagles, you're with Miss Vrooman one last time to do a journal walkthrough. I can't believe it's our last one. It's gone by fast. So we're going to be focusing on the Reconstruction this week. So problems in Virginia, Reconstruction means to build again. How many farms and plantations and homes had been destroyed because of the fighting. They needed clothing, housing, education, and jobs. They had nothing. The economy was also ruined. Money had no value. Banks were closed and businesses needed to rebuild. So, you had the Freedmen's Bureau. In 1865, it was a government agency that provided food, schools, and medical care to free African Americans. We also have sharecropping. So everyone had a little bit of money. Sharecropping allowed workers to rent land, usually from plantation owners, by promising to pay the owner a share of the crop. In December of 1865, the United States passed the 13th Amendment, which ended slavery in the United States. In 1866, the 14th Amendment says that all people born in the United States are citizens, and Virginia rejoins the Union. In 1869, that was when African American men could vote and hold office. So if you were an African American woman, you could not do that. And that was the same for white women. Jim Crow laws. So former slave owners were mad about the rights African Americans were getting back, so discrimination began. Discrimination is the unfair difference in treatment of people, and people started to pass laws to enforce segregation. So segregation is the separation of people, usually by race or religion, and those laws became known as Jim Crow laws. So Jim Crow laws had a lot of effects on African Americans. There was now a poll tax and a voting test to keep them from voting. They had to use separate drinking fountains, bathrooms, schools, restaurants, and more. It also impacted American Indians because they were not considered citizens at that time. During this time, you also have the building of the railroads. So cities grew with people, businesses, and factories. Railroads were how people traveled to far places, and railroads helped to grow businesses, farming, and towns. Industries during this time. So an industry is all businesses that make one kind of product, and coal was growing and being mined. So that was mostly in the Appalachian Plateau region, but not only the Appalachian Plateau region. They needed better roads, and tobacco was still an important industry because remember, the South is based on agriculture. All right, Belmont Eagles, that's all I have for you this week. I want to wish you the very best this summer. Stay safe and stay healthy.